This has been quite a journey. For those who don't know, a while back, I had a very horrible experience with Crunchyroll Store. This was following their buyout of Right Stuff, them closing Right Stuff. I made a pretty significant order with Crunchyroll Store, and all the stuff came in destroyed. I tried to do the replacement, and everything came in destroyed once again. Box is just perfectly fine, just the product themselves, I'm assuming pre-damaged and not really boxed well. Well, at the time, I was like, you know what? I'm going to make this entire order over here on Barnes & Noble. I just want to wait for Barnes & Noble to have a decent sale because I do trust Barnes & Noble when it comes to shipping, but I don't trust them when it comes to pricing. A lot of their stuff is pretty close to MSRP. Well, I was waiting for that big, BOGO sale, waiting for one to pop up, and nothing was happening. Crickets for like a year until I finally just placed orders elsewhere. Well, finally, Barnes & Noble decided to do a BOGO sale, and I'm like, holy crap, it's time to buy a bunch of these orders and stuff that I've been waiting on ordering for a while now, get caught up on some series and whatnot. And I mostly ordered it from Barnes & Noble, but I found there was quite a few things that were still like cheaper on Amazon, even though with Amazon, it's like always a big gamble what you're going to get. But I placed the order. I've got everything here, and I want to do a big unboxing video for it, so hopefully you guys will find this stuff interesting and fun, but let's just dive into it. I want to start with this thing over here. This is the most excited I've been. Well, this is the thing in this list that I'm the most excited for, and that is Alita. Holy crap, this thing is so heavy. This is from Amazon, and I'm really surprised how well it turned out, not just because of Amazon itself, but because I figure whoever is the person that has to unfortunately deliver this, they probably hate my guts. This thing is really heavy. This is the collector's edition hardbound set of Battle Angel Alita. And yes, as you can see here, it's all the volumes hardbound. And it's absolutely insane. So let's pop it open. I should have grabbed a knife. Stupid self for not grabbing a knife. I'm going to have to change my camera to autofocus. I just realized that because you guys can't see this half the time. But yes, I've been a fan of Battle Angel Alita since back then when I watched the anime series for it. I think it was a series. It was just a single OVA or something like that. Here it is. Holy crap. If I can actually lift this up and you guys can see it. There's the side right there. I'm just realizing this is probably going to be a very long video, but hopefully you guys find this stuff entertaining. I did show some of this stuff off during my live stream as I went along and gathered them all, but I figured I'd do a full unboxing video for it. Just kind of a classic series right there. Pretty solid chipboard. This is actually some pretty thick chipboard, which I guess you would have to have in order to encase these hardbounds. Holy crap. Let's get one of them out of here. I'm not going to show off all these because spoilers and stuff, because the OVA and the movie, the new live action movie, they haven't really touched too much on it. That's actually really good. Wow, that's actually a good print, dude. This is actually some high quality print here. I am actually very surprised. This is actually much better than I expected. Kodansha. Good stuff here. The actual paper, some pretty thick paper in it. Let me get a good picture in here. Let's see if there's some good art in the front of it or the back of it. Front of it. I'm getting backwards here. Got to start from the back. Oh, there you go. Right there. There's a classic. Damn. Look at that. Such good stuff. I cannot actually wait to jump into this. I've actually not read the manga. This is one that I have not read, and I really do want to. Some good stuff. Again, I won't go too far into this because I don't want to spoil things, but it's good stuff because I think this is pretty much probably what most people have seen with the anime. But yeah, there's totally 5 volumes, and then Holy Night and the other stories. And then I think there's some lithographs in here as well. Let me get the lithograph out. I don't know if the lithograph is spoiler or not. This is so freaking heavy. This little envelope here, I'm guessing with yeah, there it is right there. All right. Oh crap! Whoa! Hopefully these are all good, safe for. Look at that, kind of a shine to it. These are hopefully all safe for work. We'll find out together. If there's a random cut, you'll know. If there's a random cut, you'll know. Some good prints. Nice little bonus to kind of throw in with the with the hardbounds. Again, like I said, the quality of this entire thing is really good. I think I got this for like 100 maybe. I think it was around 100. It was much cheaper than Barnes & Noble's. Holy crap. Barnes & Noble's was like 160, I think, at the time. So, again, it was a massive risk to go with Amazon. Trying to get this in here, it's so heavy. It was a risk to go with Amazon, but the gamble paid off for once. The gamble paid off. All right. Again, massive, massive catch here. I just got to find somewhere to actually put it. I'm going to probably have to put it right next to the Akira set because I just don't have anywhere else that can take that heavy of a load. I can't put it up in one of these shelves. All right. Now that that's aside, what else do I want to get into? Let's do this one next because this is another one that this is a new pickup. I'm not sure why I haven't started earlier, but I did finally jump into Apothecary Diaries. For those that don't know, I absolutely love the anime series of this, and I've been kind of putting off actually picking up the actual novel series. Yeah, the big shock here for people that don't know, it's based off a light novel. How many times I've run into posts online of people going, oh my gosh, the artist of the manga, it might go to jail. Oh, thank goodness it's not for inappropriate things of minors. It's based off a novel. The author's perfectly fine. Can we stop saying everything is based off the manga? Anyways, sorry, side rant here, but yeah, here we go. Good stuff here. I actually really like their artwork. Some good stuff. I got I think I get everything that's currently available. I may be missing one, but I'll have to double check. But I'm going to start keeping up on this series because this is one that I'll eventually want to jump into. For those that don't know, I'm currently going through the Mushoku Tensei series, and I'm pretty close to done finally. I will probably then go into Ascendance of a Bookworm. And then after that, I don't know. There's so many series I want to read. I think after I finish Mushoku, I'm probably going to chill out on, like, super heavy analyzing. Like, not really that I'm not going to do a good job analyzing things, but not to the extent that I'm doing with Mushoku. Like relax a little bit, because I think I did a little bit too much with Mushoku, and I know that people enjoy it. Next one. This has been a long time coming. This series has been a long time coming. I'm not going to actually unwrap this. The ones that are actually wrapped, I'm not going to unwrap. But I've been waiting to pick this up for a long time. I have heard nothing but good things about Goodnight Punpun. And it was really a thing where when I first was looking into, like, manga series you have to buy. This was, like, a long time ago. I was looking into, like, okay, I want to start collecting some manga. What should I buy? And everybody was saying, Goodnight Punpun. And I don't know why. I think at one point they were sold out on some of them, so I held off. I think at some point they started doing this, which is the omnibuses. And so I put it off again. I keep putting it off. Not anymore. I now officially have it. I have one. There's like 7 total. I think the original series, I think these are kind of like compilations of multiples. And I think the 7th is like the remaining one, so it's much thinner. But there's number 2. There's not really much to look at with these covers, to be honest. It's kind of weird. I think I get a sense of that it's like about this person that is portrayed as like a bird thing, and it sort of follows a long period of their life. So that's sort of the thing that I've been wanting to kind of jump into it for, is because just how apparently it's very heavy and very very raw. It's very raw with its storytelling. That's the stuff that I really, really like. So I really like the author as well. One of their other works, so I'm actually really excited for Punpun. That's probably my second most excited I am for all this stuff here. I am super excited for this one, but I think I already showed this off on my live stream, but I did pick up Takopi's Original Sin. This is the full series, I think. And let me see. I can double check to see if it's a full series, because I know the ending. Yeah, this is the full. This is the entire manga, all in one book. Super cool. Really, really love the anime series. Adore it. So I had to pick up the manga. Even though I think this is one of those ones where I'm just going to get the anime, and if I ever want to re-experience, I might read it once. Was kind of doing a little bit of reading alongside of it when I was watching the show, but not fully. But I will eventually want to reread it, or read it entirety. Pick up these ones as well. I've been picking up the Gushing Over Magical Girls. I already showed off the first one on one of my streams. So second one came in. Third one came in. And fourth one came in. So these are just kind of turning out very, very quickly. I think 5's even coming here soon as well. So they're translating those very, very quickly. This is one that I don't know why it's taken me this long to actually pick up. But Shadow House. This is one that I thought I would pick up a long time ago, and I just never did. And so it's like, okay, shoot, let's get it. Because I think, unfortunately, I don't know when we're going to actually get another season of it. I was surprised that we got season 2. I think even the author was surprised they were getting a season 2 because they ended season 1 with the expectation they wouldn't get a season 2. So they left out like an entire next plot line tease that was earlier in the season. So, but yeah, I absolutely love Shadow House, and so I'm actually excited to jump into the actual manga and get further into it. I don't know, I can probably peek a little quickly here, but I'm not really sure how much the series actually covered. This is one of the reasons why I had to delay doing unboxing videos, because some of these turned out pretty scuffed up. Probably because I've been in a warehouse for quite a while at Barnes & Noble, but Barnes & Noble's pretty good at like replacing. You say, hey, this has happened. They're like, okay, we'll send you another one. And I'm always like, so you want to give me a label and I'll send it back? No, don't worry about it. Just give it to your local, shelter or something if you want. I'm like, I don't know if they'll... I don't know if a shelter's going to be able to take, volume 4, 5, and 6 of Shadow House. I don't know if they're going to understand what the hell's going on. I was going to check where we're at. Okay, so this is still... This currently, which is 8 volumes, this is still all in Season 2, so... The manga's not even caught up to the anime, or at least the English release of the manga is not caught up to the anime. So that would probably explain why we don't have another season. Anyways, back to Apothecary Diaries. We have the Artbook. This is another one that I gambled and bought from Amazon, and it actually came in really, really good. There's probably like just a very small divot up here, not enough to like make me upset. So I probably will just stick with this one. I am not opening this. This is staying sealed and closed because from what I understand, this has art for like way into the series. Like this is actual art of the light novels. So I don't want to see anything. Most of it's 300 pieces arts published for the first time and printed outside Japan. Deluxe volume showcases cover art, interior art, character designs, and something from the series. Yeah, I don't want to know. I'll look through it later on. I'll probably have to find out from somebody like how late in the series can you finally look at that. No, stay in there. What else do we have? Holy crap. I got the rest of Ascendance of Bookworm. This is it. Semi spoilers here. So if you are super hyper sensitive to spoilers, this is like literally the ending of Ascendance of Bookworm. I don't as a person that's only watched the anime, I'm not getting anything from looking at these, so I'm not that bothered, but I just want to put the warning there. But that is the finale. The finale of Ascendance of Bookworm. That's done. We got them all, folks. So I'm finally ready. When I'm ready to start reading this, I have them all ready to go. So that's super exciting. I think that's another series of books that I have up there that's completely done. And before we get to the finale, which I think... Well, no, there's 2 more. Lord of the Mysteries. I finally got this. People were asking me if I was going to cover this when it eventually does come out, but here is the first volume, The Clown of Lord of Mysteries. For those who don't know, the anime series of this, technically Danghwa, is super, super good. I was eating it up, and so I really, really am excited to actually read it. But that is that's another one of when I get around to it. Let's do this one first. Let's do this one over here first. Another one that I took a gamble with Amazon on, and thankfully, besides like a bitty bump, I don't even know if you could see it. It's like right here. Yeah, there's that little crack right there. It's like a little protruding because it's been kind of boofed up. Other than that, it's looking good. It'll probably look less bad when I actually open this up. Ugh. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Yeah, it was a little worse actually, but it's fine. This actually is not that bad. It's more just attributed to the kind of, lamination they have on this kind of art. It's a little bit shiny. But yeah, Hat Atelier is, of course, a series that was supposed to come out in fall, I think. But then they delayed it because the studio... Zom 100 Studio, so at least this time they're saying, hey, we need some more time. Let's not do like we did with Zom 100, so crats to them. The PV looks incredible, so I hope they can stick that quality, but I don't know why I took all this out, because we had a pain in the butt to get back in there. But yeah, I picked up the manga series. Actually planning on giving a little bit of a peek and read before the series comes out. I've heard nothing but good about this series. There's like very high ratings on websites and whatnot for this. So I have some hope. Good art style, dude. I actually like these character designs. They're very unique. Very unique art styles. And it comes with what are these, like sketches? Lithographs? I can slip this out of here. I don't know if this is spoilers. I guess since I don't know, then it's okay. Since I don't know, I guess it's okay. Wrong way. Cool little arts to go with it. I actually like this. It's a cool little bonus to buy in a box set. There's apparently enough to get another box set of this, but they haven't released it yet. Or am I thinking of Frerin? I know Frerin I was going to pick up the box set from Crunchyroll, but I haven't seen them release another one. That's cool. See if I can get all this stuff back in here. Oh, what'd you do, Andrew? This is going to be terrible to get it back in here. What's the point of unboxing if you don't take everything out? Like a glove. Boom. So good. All right. Start with the first ones here. Get the lithos in here. Perfect. Second half. Perfect. Like a glove. All right. And the last one. This is the one that I am most mixed on. I'm going to leave it for the end here. Again, an Amazon gamble. Because these are really, really cheap compared to on Barnes & Noble. Even with the buy one, get one half off deal they had, it was still much cheaper on Amazon. But, Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. I'm finally picking up this series. After gushing about the anime for so damn long, I'm finally giving the manga a shot. I've read some of the manga, but I have not actually dived into it. What in the world? This is some tough cover. Holy crap. Anyways, so I got this bought from Amazon. It came in the first box set, first stall, pretty much pristine. I don't know how the hell it happened, but pretty much pristine. No padding in the box or anything. This came in shiny, like no real bumps in the corners. Looks gorgeous. Happy. I haven't actually looked this up, so I'm not sure how this opens up. I'm assuming like that, yeah. So it opens up like a flap here. And there's a series. Oh, I'm so excited. So excited. That's 1 through 10 volumes. But is this magnet? Yeah, I think it's magnet. That's cool. That's cool. But anyways, I got this one in. Looks gorgeous. Let me pull one of these out so people can see. I really, really love the anime's art style, and I'm hoping it captured pretty well the manga. But again, I haven't really looked too much through it. It's pretty much the same. I just wasn't sure how consistent they were in the manga. It's so good, dude. The artwork's so damn good, dude. I love it. I'm getting some disc plates printed of Hanako-kun. I just love this art so freaking much, dude. So good. It's so good. Just such a unique style. Such a unique style to their artwork. I love it. I wish more artists actually drew this stuff. It's such a niche. And I want more artists to do drawings of this series. I was, again, looking for disc plates, and I'm like, nobody does art for this show. Barely anybody does art for this show. I want to see some ideas, some concepts. Get a lot of people doing art for something. You can get sort of different ideas. Anyways, so that went well. That went well. Stall 2, not so much. Stall 2, not so much. This is technically the third attempt. I had to get 4 total copies of this from Amazon before I pretty much decided at that point I'm going to stick with the third one because the fourth one turned out even worse. The first one had like a massive divot right here, almost like something just went thunk right on it, and it was just divot in. And it was right at the front, so it's like you can't even hide it. And then pretty much from then on, it was just one had the same kind of bump, but it wasn't as deep. And then the rest were pretty much like corners being bumped up. And this one I think is just more a corner. Yeah, I think this one's a corner one, because I don't think it has a bump. It has a minor bump on there. Yeah, you see right there. And yeah, like I said, this is just pretty much mostly issues with the corners. But like I said, it was a gamble going with Amazon. Yeah, you can see corner. It's always a gamble because they just don't put any padding in there. Their mentality is cut back on packing and deal with returns. That's always been Amazon's mindset. Save on packing, issue returns. Very, very cheap shipping rates with their, EPS and stuff. But again, I think I'll probably stick with this one. I might change my mind later on, but anyways, let's look at it. Let's look at it inside too. If I can get it open. Again, really love the series. Can't wait to dive into it. All the way up to 20, which I'm not sure how far the anime is on this one either, so I'll have to figure that out as well. I'm not sure if we've caught up to the anime at this point, or the anime's caught up too much with the manga at this point. Look at his notes. Like, is this misaligned? No, it's not misaligned. Oh, I'm gonna have a reason to freaking send it back. Anyways, done. I think that's everything. Make sure I don't have any like in the corners or something like that, because I had boxes everywhere in here for the longest time. So I'm glad I finally got around to actually, showing all this off and unboxing it. Kind of a big order before taxes come in. I gotta do that kind of stuff as a content creator. Gotta get stuff for content later on. Pre-planning this kind of stuff. It's an unfortunate part of this job, but I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all this stuff. I hope you enjoyed running through all this stuff. Again, eventually I will get around to covering some of this stuff in some extent, or at least talking about them on my live streams. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope it gives you some ideas of stuff to buy as well. But until next time, y'all take care.